welcome back. Bit of a chaotic start to this morning. We just finished the ceiling to the tiny home, which is so exciting, and now we're onto the wall cladding.
Well, we've still got a little weather window that's really, really good, so we're rushing into town now to hire a flatbed truck so that we can pick up all the timber for the wall, drop that back off, and then get stuck straight into the wall cladding. There's no time to spare. Let's get into it.
All right, picked up the truck. I think Glenn looks pretty good in this. What do you think?
Get in, loser.
Ooh, I'm a bit nervous. We're loading up the pieces now, and yeah, obviously very long pieces, so a bit nervous going up our big hill with twisty, windy roads with about $1,400 worth of wall panels. Fingers crossed.
Now, we're not breaking any land speed records. We've got precious cargo, but thankfully, we're not used to driving fast. So this is just our speed. It's different in Nigel. It's just a little quieter, I think. Let's just hope we get these babies home in one piece and there aren't too many little impurities on them.
We made it. Whew. Holy smokes. I think everything is all in. Whoa! That's way further of a drop than I expected. Anyway, all in one piece, I think. Now, the real fun begins.
Now, Max and Grace are away. We're going to use their front porch as storage. Don't tell them. Let's go. Alright, drop the truck back. It's currently lunchtime, which means I've still got a good number of hours to really get going and started on this. I'm going to start straight over the lounge room. It's going to be the most satisfying and actually really quick to see progress. Nothing left to do. We'll start cutting some pieces.
Look at this leech. Look at him trying to find his way to me. Oh my goodness. They're kind of cute, but also terrifying, and I hate them so much. But like, look at him go. Yuck. I feel like I'm filming a National Geographic. The crazy native leech seeks its next prey. Not me.
Ah, it's a big fella.
Look how fast he is. He smells you.
What are you trying to say?
Stinks.
Yeah, but he doesn't smell you, does he? Message received. It's finally dry enough that we can actually take stuff and put it on the deck.
What a luxury. Call this Leo's bed.
Yeah. Bougiest bed for a dog. Alright. As with everything, the first piece is the most important. Here we go, guys. On the battlefield, from the lake by the moon. The blood expanded across the fields like a chrysanthemums in blue. It's doing so much speed, and we're all just stick inside. So work it out, stick it out, work it out. Oh, 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 oh. And I promise.
There's a leech in here.
No way. Must have been on my boots.
Born to believe that the change in the leaves really mean anything, love. I cross the mountains and the ocean for ya. Just to see. I need that old love. And I'm swimming.
Alright, let's get these good vibes going.
Good vibes, baby. I need that cool love. And I'm frozen from the start. One thing that I said when Tarn and Reese were here, and we were just having so much fun with them, just laughing our heads off until we went to bed, was that it felt like we were supposed to wait until Tarn and Reese left to then do the walls, because it feels like all the love and laughter from their time is like soaked into the insulation, and now we're just locking all that in. Sounds so corny, but I believe it. I crossed the mountains and the ocean for ya. Just to see. I need all love. And I'm swimming in the dark.
Wow, that's schmick out. frozen from the start.
Are you sick of the sound of the nail gun yet?
Well, we're getting a really good rhythm there, but it's raining. It wasn't forecasted, but here we are. That's the main reason why we ended up putting undercover at Max and Grace's, so that we could adjust to unexpected rain, which we've grown to become so used to. Unfortunately, that sort of means that's us for the day, I think. Whether it settles in or not, it's sort of wet like the whole area. So pretty chuffed with how we've gone. I mean, it looks really cool. I can't believe we have walls finally. I'll have a full day tomorrow, which is great, which means the way that this has all gone up and the ease in which it's all going together, I feel like we'll smash it all tomorrow.
Good morning.
Morning.
Today is the day to finish it off. We have no time to waste.
Everything's soaked from yesterday, and we have rain coming this afternoon that is forecasted.
We have a lot of walls to build and not a lot of time, so let's get into it.
Yeah, thanks.
Always has to be the star of the show, doesn't he? Can you go help Dad? Nice.
Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that.
Look at
Awesome
that.
girls, look at that.
You seeing this? Of course you are. We're making you see it.
Oh, it's this guy.
Help is on the way.
Look at that. A rainbow. Because of these lovely little louvers, when the sun hits them just right, we get little rainbow splashes everywhere. Stoked with what progress we're making. It's looking so good. I'm actually buzzed. Supervisor's really taking his role seriously. I'll finish this off.
Now, I know a lot of you have suggested that we get a cover for our deck or some sort of awning, and believe me, we are right there with you, but we just have a little bit of stuff to think about. As you can see, the outside there is where a part of our deck is, and then there is where our deck is. And because the other side is mostly trees, that's the only side that lets in all of our natural sunlight. And especially over winter when the sun's at more of an angle, we get even less sunlight. So we don't really want to put a cover over it and limit the sunlight that comes into our space, which is why we're also thinking of maybe some kind of retractable awning, but we haven't come across any that we actually like the look of. They kind of remind me of just ones that, you know, you tack on the side of caravans, and we don't love the look of it, especially because it would be the main side of the front part of our tiny home. If you have other suggestions or you know of a retractable awning brand that you think actually looks quite nice, please let us know, because this is something that we want for the long term, to be able to have cover over our deck for times like this when it's raining and we want to actually use the space. But other than that, we're just gonna keep chugging along on these walls. I can't believe how much the space is starting to feel like a home already. This is so exciting.
Well, that'll do for the day. I think I've got about 10 nails left. I almost have exactly the right amount that I needed. One of the biggest tasks I've got ahead of me is around all the beams, which is going to be a bit of a nightmare. I feel like I need to be like fresh and like really on the ball so I don't make any mistakes. But I am so chuffed. What a great day. And even like Kendall and I was saying, like the acoustics in here have changed so much. I'm excited but exhausted.
Oh my goodness, it has been such a long day, and we are quite frankly very pooped. It's raining out. Hello. Hello. Oh yes, hello. Hello. Oh yes, it's cuddle time, isn't it? Yes. I think Leo's gotten the memo. It's definitely time to settle down, and like we said in previous videos, we really just want to enjoy each chapter of the build. Now that we have the walls on, it feels like something worth celebrating, so we're gonna have a little movie night, just the three of us.
Now you may not know this, but being in Australia and different countries, you're limited to what things you can and can't watch on different streaming services, which is why we're so stoked to be partnering with Surfshark VPN for today's episode.
Surfshark is a VPN that not only protects your online data, but it also allows allows you to virtually travel the world.
This virtual travel allows us to be able to stream things that might not be available in Australia, but might be available in foreign countries.
With the Surfshark VPN, you just go online, change your location, and then it's as if you're viewing that website or that streaming platform in that actual country.
It also means that wherever we are in the world, we can continue watching our favorite shows.
This is just one of the many benefits that comes with having a Surfshark VPN, and we're so happy that we get to offer you 4 extra months on us so that you can enjoy the benefits as well. All you have to do is click the link in our description or go to the link that's pictured here. You'll get that 4 extra months. You also have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's really no risk.
And of course, many of you aren't from Australia, so we're very much open to recommendations that you can comment below as to things that we should be watching now that we've opened up a whole new world of things that we can stream.
But in the meantime, we're gonna cuddle on down and just enjoy this chapter. See you in the morning.
Now, it looks pretty level, but this will tell us just how level it is.
Moment of truth.
Nice. Look how level that is. It's one of the most important things to focus on.
Are you coming up here, Lay? Hello!
Yeah, what do you reckon, mate? Happy with it?
Does this look good?
Yeah? Yeah. Tick
Yeah?
of approval. My biggest concern with it being such thin slivers for so long, 2 sides that are slightly different heights with the tilt of the roof. Obviously I'm starting from the ground up, but is that all the lines join at exactly the same spot. There's still going to be trim in every corner, but it really makes a difference when it all lines up, and I could not be happier with how perfect this is all lined up. I've got one more to do, but I need to have it dry outside, and it's on and off rain all day today and tomorrow to cut the diagonal piece, but I'm chuffed. It's nice to see this end actually clad, so let's just get a couple nails in.
Ooh, exciting. Starting to feel like a house.
Look at this.
How did he get up there?
That's a leech. She's going for a walk. Miles away from anyone to eat, mate.
How did he even get up there? They amaze me in the worst way. Nice. We're in. Wow. Woo, nice.
Isn't it? Woo!
Gonna celebrate the little things, right? We got a tiny one. A little baby.
Last night it came and stayed around
Alright, done. What a feeling. I've just got to do the bit that I'm most hesitant to do, which is the angled bit at the top of the window.
Arguably the most important.
Well, I mean, there's trim. Trim will save us, but I just want it to look really nice.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Wow. That looks sick. Wow, I can't believe it. First go. Putty day!
Party day!
Terrible weather, but a perfect day to fill all these little holes in, and we've got a lot of.
It's probably the least exciting job so far.
So we're going to try and make it fun. Right, so all we need to do is fill in all these holes. Kendall's never done this before. I've done this a fair bit. Let's see how quickly we can get through it.
How much does that look like ice cream? I just want to eat it.
Alright, let's go quick.
Oh, I can't believe we have to do the whole house with this. I'm telling you, living in a tiny house has its benefits. Less putty. Add that to the list.
You're moving your lips, saying all the things that you need to say to get.
So with it pouring outside, any chairs that I could stand on or we could stand on are soaked.
We accidentally left the ladder
We
outside.
left the ladder outside. So we don't have that much, so we're just going to do not workplace health and safety advice, but it'll still work. Ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Not you, Leo.
Can't believe I finally see that baby stop the love. Ooh, I'll give you a kiss if you could keep your feet from dancing just 1 minute.
You can watch from there. Now, some of you may wonder how I actually know all these random little bits and tricks. Now, I haven't ever built a house. I haven't done anything like this before, but I do know my way around doing a lot of fixing jobs, maintenance jobs, and things like that. Growing up in Australia, you're pretty hands-on with fixing things anyway. But then when I went to uni and I was studying, I got a job as a maintenance man in student housing where I was living, which is also where I met Kendall.
He was the maintenance man.
Yeah. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I'm Glenn from UTS Housing Maintenance Team. We're here to fix any problems you have with any appliances or within housing.
I fell in love at first sight.
But this was also where I learnt a lot of general maintenance stuff for houses, buildings, apartments, stuff like that, which was really handy to learn. I then also, off the back of that, got a job as a handyman at a place called Just Screw It, believe it or not, where I spent 6 months saving money before moving to the States. This is where I learned a lot more practical, like building skills, where I don't have a trade, but I was a labourer that then worked under trades. So I got to learn either extensions of houses, got to work on some decks, I got to do some fixes inside. So I sort of have a really weird eclectic mix of knowledge of what to do, but I've never actually carried out anything to this capacity, scale or size, or done something start to finish. It's usually just been like odd jobs and helping out. So this hasn't been completely random that I do know kind of what I'm doing. So I'm not completely inexperienced, but I am learning as I go. And thanks to YouTube and the internet, I can sort of learn whatever I really need to do. But it has given me a lot more confidence to be able to throw my hand at it. But it definitely shouldn't be a restrictor for anyone out there wanting to have a crack at doing something yourself, because it is quite simple. You just got to put in a bit of time and have a little bit of confidence and back yourself. And thankfully, talking to you about that means Kendall has done way more work than I have. That's another trick I learned on the trade. Get the apprentice to do it all. Alright, I've got it.
And I don't wanna wake up on this dream I'm living.
My hand is cramping. Might have to call in sick.
The boss won't be happy.
Baby, stop the love. She's the greatest.
So remember a few episodes ago when I told you about the concept that Tarn and Reese and all of us were talking about, that if it matters, take your time? I got such great feedback from you guys about that, and it was so beautiful that it resonated with so many of you. Just this whole idea that the things that actually matter in life, albeit a lot of them are the small moments of enjoying your morning coffee, going for a walk, petting your dog, having a call with your parents or your kids. Those moments are really what life is all about. And even just filling nail holes with putty. It matters, so I'm going to take my time and just really slow down. If you do more of that throughout your day, you end up feeling so at peace, in a sense. So I would love to know the different ways that you're incorporating this mindset into your life. How are you slowing down a little bit in your day? We have walls!
I don't believe it!
How cool is this? I never thought I'd be so grateful for ceilings and walls.
Now, of course, they're not finished. We obviously have all the trim to do. Obviously, they're not painted, but the trim can wait, as we still have a few question marks over what we're doing with the beams. We also need to trim back a few of the window frames as well to then make the trim flush, things like that. But for the time being, for where we need to be before we can move forward with the build, walls are done.
It actually feels like we have proper momentum now after what felt like the longest, slowest start to this build. Now it feels like we're getting stuff done, everything's in motion, and at a point where it's going to actually start feeling more and more like a house and less like a camp kitchen.
We currently off camera have beams ready to go for starting to fit out the bedroom that we're starting today. So you'll have to wait for next episode to see that one, but we really feel like this house is actually going to start taking shape and not feel like we're just doing odd jobs just to try and get off the ground.
Hope you enjoyed watching this lovely transformation. This is only the beginning. We're gonna finish these coffees and keep this beautiful momentum going. Time to get started on the bedroom. See you on the next one.